Hey guys, welcome to the Massive Iron Channel. I'm Steve Shaw. In this video, I'm going to talk about are squats killing your shoulders. Before I get into that topic, if you have any questions or comments, drop them down below. The best topic ideas I turn into videos just like this. All right, I don't think I ever made a video about this, but it's a pretty common question. Guys will come to me and say, hey, big, hairy, ugly dude, I lack shoulder mobility. I can no longer get under the bar on squats without experiencing a lot of shoulder pain. The first assumption that people make, and if they take this issue to an internet forum or YouTube or whatever, the first thing they run into is always a group of people responding, shoulder mobility. You have a shoulder mobility issue and you need to do something about it. You need to do shoulder mobility stuff, okay? I'm here to tell you that in probably 90% of the cases where somebody is experiencing shoulder pain from squatting, it's not from lack of shoulder mobility. And I'm going to get into that in this video just shortly. Now, I'll tell you my story. I squatted for a very, very long time, starting at the age of 18. Somewhere about 25 years into squatting, I could no longer get under the bar the same. I was experiencing a lot of shoulder pain, a lot of shoulder strains and pains trying to get under the bar from squats. I would get under for a set, knock the set out, get out of the rack and just feel like shit. My shoulders were just on fire in a bad way. I continued for a year trying to stretch and trying to do things and trying to improve my shoulder mobility, right? And after a year, it was still the same. What I eventually did was move to a buffalo bar and relieve some of that pressure. A buffalo bar is curved. I could put my hands a little bit more forward. Saved my shoulders, okay? It just saved my shoulders a lot of grief and a lot of pain. I was able to squat again. And then the only time I would squat normally, if you would call it normally, was at a powerlifting meet. And then I would use a wide grip, as wide as possible. Here's the issue with tossing everything into the mobility pile. And we have a tendency to do that in this day and age over every damn problem. It's a mobility issue. It's an ankle issue, ankle mobility issue, knee mobility issue, shoulder mobility issue. I've seen so many bad squats and bad deadlifts and bad benches, and everything gets pinned on mobility when in reality it's probably form or some other issue. Now, for the average individual, let's backtrack. I said maybe about 90% of these issues aren't mobility related at all. What am I talking about? As men age and pack on some more mass, right? They tend to have more girth on their upper back, traps, etc. So what that means is the bar might be here, and then as you age, it might push out there. It's going to push out a little bit on your back because of the extra meat on your back. And everybody's trying to grip the bar as narrow as possible. There's this obsession that you have to squat with this super narrow grip. As you thicken that back, it's going to be harder and harder because the bar is going to move a little bit backwards and it's going to place a lot more stress on your shoulders. Over the years, as you're squatting, you're getting under there with that narrow grip and you're placing stress on your shoulders. That's not a mobility issue. That's generally a wear and tear issue. And then when you're putting that mass on your back, or, a lot of guys in this day and age, we are in the obesity epidemic, so we're a little bit heavier than we used to be, right? So combine that mass with age and a little bit of extra weight, and all of a sudden that bar was here relative to your center of gravity, and now it's out here. If it's a half inch, an inch change, that's going to place a lot of extra stress on your shoulders. So what do you do about it? Do you spend all this endless time and money and do these mobility programs? Generally, no, because they're not going to help you with that problem. There are two solutions that I propose to you guys if you're experiencing a lot of shoulder pain. Number one, stop thinking that you have to have this super narrow grip on squats. That's bullshit. It's bullshit. Widen your grip as much as possible. If you're at a commercial gym, you're probably going to run out of leg room quickly, but you want to widen it as possible as the squat rack allows. Best case scenario, find a way or find a gym that allows you to grab near the end by the collars in the squat rack. That would help you a lot. That's usually not the miracle cure. If you're training at home, you need to get something like a buffalo bar, which is a curved bar, or a safety squat bar. I can't speak highly enough about the safety squat bar for home gym users. If you have a home gym, you should strongly consider a safety squat bar. It is reasonably priced. It's not going to set you back $800-900. It's going to save your shoulders over the long run. So, just to recap, if you guys are dealing with mobility issues, or you think you're dealing with shoulder mobility issues, 2 things to try. Number 1, widening your grip, or number 2, moving to a different type of bar. So guys, hope this video has been of some help. If you have any questions or comments, drop them down below. If you made it this far in this video and have yet to subscribe to my channel, please do. I'd appreciate the support. So guys, as always, thanks for watching. Have a great day.